What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to the den. No, it's a fucking mother way back. Let me see. That bothers me. There we go. My picture. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to the den. If you're not familiar with the den is the best conversation on the internet. The reason why the den is the best conversation on the internet is because of me. No, I'm just joking. Because of all of you wonderful people, man, who come and join the conversation each and every night, depending on what we're discussing, and we'll just make this conversation so worthwhile, man. I appreciate all of y'all. I thank y'all for being here. Tonight we're going to talk about Kanye, but the conversation has kind of changed from what it was initially, and it was initially about, you know, what he said about Harriet Tubman, and then, like, within the last hour or so, I mean, he just went on this crazy Twitter rant, and I think all of them have been deleted now, but he was just saying lots of crazy stuff, you know, about the sex tape, and, you know, his kids will never do that. Like, we had a conversation to have about Kanye. Again, a guy who's running for president, said he dropped out the race, is back in it. Like, is it deeper than maybe what some of us realize? Is Kanye crazy? Has he always been crazy? Is he only crazy because he's not saying the things that some people want him to say anymore? And again, this is a guy who is technically a presidential candidate. But let's see what we got joining us, and then we'll get into that conversation. Like I said, we got plenty to talk about. I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. It may be a shorter day tonight. Just kind of dependent. I ain't going to lie, my stomach's been bothering me. And so, you know, if it gets too crazy, then, you know, y'all understand why. I'm trying to minimize the TMI, but like I say, just you know, if I don't feel too hot, then we may end it up early. So we'll go from that. But let's see what's going on. Like I say, and then let's get into it, man. John, my favorite New Yorker, what's the motherfucking deal? Infinity, what's the motherfucking deal? Broderick, what's the motherfucking deal? Miss Bell, hope all is well. How are you this evening, ma'am? Cultured, aka the Don of the Discord himself. And along the lines of what you're speaking on, is what we're going to talk about. God damn it. Okay, there we go. Infinity, formerly known as Infinity Pimp, he turned over a new leaf and has abandoned his pimping ways. What's the motherfucking deal? Wokety woke, what's the motherfucking deal? Sweetberry Mary, what's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. Stephanie Paul, what's the motherfucking deal? King Jaja, what's the motherfucking deal? That's crazy. Yeah, I saw that. Real Tiger just sent me that thing about the fucking $1 million babies. Literally, $1 million babies. Frost, what's the motherfucking deal? Kenneth. Keep it real time. Riley, what's the motherfucking deal? Make sure I ain't missing nobody. And if I did miss you, I ain't dish you. Lots to discuss with Mr. Kanye. It's no secret. I like Kanye. I've never had an issue with Kanye. Because I think what Kanye does is Kanye's intentions are good. Kanye's planning isn't always the best. Kanye tends to kind of just fly off at the handle, you know what I mean? And says things maybe as he's thinking them, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, my thing is just like, Kanye, let me word this right, okay? Because I do the same thing. Like, I say a lot of stuff. I'm in the deal. I'm talking a lot. Like, and honestly, depending on the topic, 9 times out of 10, 9.5 times out of 10, we just come in here, we have a conversation. Like, whatever the topic may be, like, I don't try to overthink it. Like, it's just, let's go with the flow. Let's have a real conversation like real people have. So I'm not trying to, let me make sure I hit all these talking points. Let me make sure it's really the topic, and then just kind of let it go with however I feel as in the moment. And so sometimes I'll say things that may not come across as smooth or as clear or as understandable. But I don't have a platform where possibly billions of people are paying attention to me. So I think that amplifies every little thing, right? That you do and or say. And then when people take a message and run with it a certain way, especially like we live in this day and age of clips. Like we live in this day and age of highlights where we don't really go catch the context of stuff. And then, wow, that's crazy. And then, wookity wook, the Chinese thing. And like I say, you know, my deal is just like, I understand it. Now, again, with a platform like that, though, you kind of got to know, you kind of got to understand, like, the power you have. And I think Kanye's more than well aware of the power of the words. I mean, that's basically what he's made a whole career off of, beats and words, right? So, what he said about Harriet Tubman, like the first thing I try to do with a lot of these people, even like people I don't necessarily like or agree with, is get context of the conversation. Like what's going on, what's being said. If you give me a 5-second clip and I'm just supposed to fucking like figure out everything, then you're gonna make a lot of misjudgments. You're gonna be very inaccurate in whatever you're trying to figure out. You don't have enough information, right? So it's best to get things in context. So Kanye at a quote unquote campaign / rally thing, whatever, with the bulletproof vest. And he said a lot of stuff. But what Kanye said was basically that Harriet Tubman didn't free the slaves. She just basically had them go work for the white people. Kanye a while back said that slavery was a choice. And when he said that, people were livid. They were mad. They were outrageous. They were outraged. But what he said was true. And again, in this moment, it is the truth. But see, people want words. They want things to fit a comfortable understanding. They want it to fit a certain way that makes them feel good, right? Slavery was a choice. But a choice doesn't mean that there's a good option and a bad option. I said this at that time. Sometimes you have a bad option and a fucking worse option, right? I mean, that's just what it is. Those slaves that were being brought across on slave ships, those that jumped overboard, knowing what they were, imagining what they were headed to, they made a choice, right? So, like to sit here and say, no, they didn't, again, would be discrediting those who were willing to give it all up instead of, go live a life of bondage. They made a choice. It's a terrible choice. But what was their other option? Another terrible choice. There are choices. But they chose death over slavery. That's a decision most people can't make. Like, if it came down to death or your principles, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, most people are they're gonna fold and they're gonna take, they're gonna succumb to whatever to stay alive or keep it, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not willing to give it all up for whatever it may be that it is, right? And agriculture, but again, that's a choice. The choice they're willing to end their life at this point in time now. That's the ultimate choice. Compared to live a life of slavery. That's a level of pride. That's a serious level of pride. The fact that I refuse to live as a slave. I'm gonna live as a free man or a man or whatever you want to call it. And I'm not gonna do that. That's a serious fucking choice. But it was a choice that was made. Now, getting back to Harriet Tubman, and I was talking about this in the Discord, in the Soft Sports Discord, briefly right before the thing. I agree with him. Harriet Tubman relocated slaves. Free sister, terrible person. Relocated slaves. Helped slaves escape to a better life, yet, albeit probably on the run. Now, I'm willing to go out and gamble, and I know some slaves did end up, getting to the North and actually becoming free. But as far as I know, and I could be wrong, because there wasn't just Harriet Tubman. There were abolitionists and people who helped along the thing. So she wasn't the only one. I'm not saying that she didn't do her part, and I'm not undermining anything that she risked her fucking life to help people get to a better life. You feel me? Like, so I'm not undermining, I'm not discrediting, I'm not, you know, nothing that Harriet Tubman did. Like, she was a great woman. What she did was she risked her life to save other people, to show other people a better way. But they were not free. You feel me? They were not free. They became a part of helping others in the Underground Railroad. They got to the North where, you know, they may have found other occupation, but they were never truly free. Now, there was a difference. You had free men, and then you had slaves who escaped. She did not grant them freedom. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a bad thing, because she gave them a pathway to a better life, even though it may not have necessarily been quote unquote freedom. So what happens is people get mad because Harriet Tubman, especially if you're black, you've always been painted this picture of greatness and this amazing woman that did amazing things, right? And you can't take that away. But because somebody said something that did not like follow lock and step with what you've always been told and what you've always been heard and the way it's always been fed to you, you know what I'm saying? Like, then hold on one second, I'm sorry. T. Jones, look, T. Jones get all the love. And again, man, if you got people, let them know you love them. Whether it's mom, friends, family, siblings, whatever, man, let people know you love them. But like I say, you know, and so because it's not lock and step with everything that we've always been told and always heard, like it feels a particular kind of way, right? Let me see something. Hold on a second. When it comes to the electronics and the T Jones, so you gotta do what you gotta do. I know if you've had parents and things, and you gotta help them out. It is what it is. But like I said, but because it's not blind, and apologize for that. That's very rude. Like, because it's not that, but it's not an insult. What he said was not insulting, but it's the truth. Like, man, I'm gonna leave it like that, because like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I won't say I'm getting tired of the race conversation, but I'm tired of conversations that are going nowhere. You feel me? Like, yeah, I gotta understand something about me, man. Like, I told you, like, this, it's not new anymore because I've been doing it for years. And I'm like, it's still kind of weird because I'm not a talkative person. You know, like I said, so it's weird to me because I'm just more action oriented. Like, even when it comes to something like, say you're working with somebody, even like when I was the lead at the warehouse, manager basically. Like, it would be times like I'm not supposed to go in the trucks, right? This is a long time ago. I'm just using this as a poor example. But instead of me trying to like explain to somebody, hey, do this, I just rather fucking do it. Like, I just rather fucking do it. Like, it's easier for me to get active than like try to explain to somebody and hope that they do things like a certain way. So like, it's to the point, like, we've been talking about BLM, we've been talking about like all this other shit for the last few weeks, and shit just, you know, and that's not even about the fun. Honestly, I'm not really tripping. It's just like, the way the conversation is directed, it's not being, it's what I'm hoping for and what other people are seeking is probably two different things. But to me, it just seems really stagnant. Like, ain't shit happening. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of fucking complaining about it. So at least for a day or two, I'm sure it'll come back up this week. I'm trying to minimize the racial aspect of every conversation. But if you are black and you have grown up in America, Harriet Tubman was painted as this lovely figure always to you. And so to see it, like, to hear somebody say something different, like it makes you feel a particular kind of way. You feel like, oh, it's disrespectful, but it's not, man. It's just providing clarity to the situation. So I don't have any issue with it, but let's get into the real conversation, though, because then you look back and he said that, he cried, and he talked about abortion, and people were like, oh, he's like, I almost killed my daughter, and he cried about it, right? Kanye's pro-life, and he talked about because his dad wanted to abort him, but his mom had him anyway, right? And he talked about his daughter, like he said originally he didn't want it, he didn't want to have it, like he would have, but it was, I guess, Kim went ahead with it. That's why he was like, I almost killed my daughter, right? So like I say, it's just, Kanye got some issues going on, right? And so I want to get into, like, is it really the mental aspect of it? Like, because he said things on the national stage before, what was that with Katrina and Mike Myers looking extremely uncomfortable, and people were outraged then, because it was super funny, right? It was super funny. Oh, and I don't know if I am. I don't know. I'm still figuring out this whole political landscape. I might be a libertarian. I think I'm gonna go hang out with the libertarians. I think that's where I'm at right now. I don't know. I still got to figure out some stuff. I'm still learning some shit. I may have mentioned before, but I think it's sort of settle my political home. It's to piss everybody off. But my thing is just like, the man's going through a lot. I can only imagine. I don't want it, man. I wouldn't want to be famous. Honestly, like sometimes I think about it. And the den is not huge. Sauce is not huge. But I think about it, like, I probably should have went, like, I can't go back. But I'm like, should I have ever put my face on camera? Right? That's crazy. But, they want him in Playboy, like, or do they, like, as a story or what? Like, because I saw him say that, like, my kids will never be in Playboy. He talked about the sex tape thing. Like, he tweeted something about the sex tape. Tweeted a bunch of just like, random crazy stuff, and he deleted a lot of it. So, I was hoping I'd be able to bring it up. I'm sure there's screenshots somewhere on the thing, though, right? But it's just like, I don't know, man. Yeah, I agree. That's the big facts culture. But that's my thing. Like I say, it's like, I feel bad for the guy. I feel bad for the guy because I feel like he wants to be genuine in an industry, in an environment that doesn't respect that. The young lady Liz who called the other day, right? And was just saying some things about, like, celebrities and their behavior, and just like some of them behavior. Like, those are celebrities, okay? Like, those are celebrities, and they're fucked off, and they're into some weird shit, and they do weird things. Like, but to us, celebrities are powerful, and we love them, we praise them. Like, I wish, like, we'd get away from celebrity worship. I wish we'd get away from all this, and I guess me talking about Kanye in a sense is contributing to it. But, like, think about the producers. Think about the directors. And we gotta figure this out. So, like I said, they have power over these people. So imagine what, again, we talk about the wine scene, we talk about all these people, like, what they get these people to do, right? So, like, to them, because they want these parts, they want these roles, so they have to play, like she mentioned, them playing, like, super fake with everybody, so that they can, hold on one second. I apologize. Give me just a second, y'all. I apologize. Give me just a moment. Put you on hold for just 1 minute. I'll be right back. I apologize about that. That's a little bit of a family legal matter, and so I had to pass on a little advice. So I apologize for that. Where are we at? So yeah, as I was saying, Kanye being out of there, he talked about, Kim trying to go to Wyoming and get a doctor to try to, I guess, get him committed. And here's my thing, regardless of how y'all may feel about the Kardashians or whatever, I don't think Kim is an idiot. I don't think she's dumb. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure she knows her husband. This is a man she's had, multiple kids with, even if I think some of them were by surrogate. I don't know if she actually had all of them. I don't know how it works. But, so I think she would know her husband, right? And if he's saying this and she knows this and he was tweeting out, Chris and Kim call me now, and like just crazy stuff. You know, you wonder about the man's sanity, you wonder about his health, right? But my thing is this. What if he is in a bad spot? Like, regardless of how you feel about it, you know, and regardless of your opinion, some people may say, may agree, may disagree, depending on your flavor of music. But the one thing you cannot deny is that Kanye West, the individual, is an icon. He's been influential on pop culture for almost the last 2 decades. You know what I mean? Like, he's had some influence, he's had some impact, and when he speaks or he drops something, people pay attention, people look for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going on with the dude, right? And again, I don't have any issues with what he says. I think he's poor at putting his words. I don't even think he's bad at putting his words together. I think when he has the chance to sit down and kind of really think over his thoughts, it's usually a great conversation or a great interview. Because he had an interview I remember we talked about a while back, and it was great. I talked about when he did the Trump thing. He said, when you don't have a land, you settle for bread. It's the greatest, like, one-liner. You know what I'm saying? Like, that explains the turmoil of the black community so well. And just, I mean, it is. If you don't have land, you'll settle for a brand. Thought that was brilliant, right? So my deal is, like, if the man is in a bad place, and I do believe he's an intelligent guy. I think he's again, like I say, he's a cultural icon. Whether I would wear his shit or not, whether I would emulate his shit or not, most likely not. I'd hate for something major to happen. And we've known he's had episodes in the past and things like that. My feelings on pharmaceuticals and their impact on mental health, if they benefit at all, I don't think they do. I think they make a lot of things worse. You see, like, these fucking depression medicines, and one of the side effects could be fucking suicide or, you know, just crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's helping or making it worse. You know what I'm saying? So if he's off of them, I think, like, when people get on medication, like, maybe they take it so much, I don't know if it makes it worse. Like, you become so dependent on the shit, like, that when you actually get off of it, that you're actually doing worse than what you were prior to. I got a lot of issues with Big Pharma and all that. But he said some things too. Campaign, what was campaign thing? We need more farms, not more pharma, or big farms, not big pharma, something like that, which I agree to. Because your diet is your medicine, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, the food you put in your body is your real medicine. You eat shit in America. It's what we do. We eat corn and we eat shit. Like, there's like fecal matter and everything. I know it's disgusting. And there's corn and everything, which it might almost equally be as disgusting. But, you know, like, I agree. Like, some of the premise, like, I'm not giving, no, fuck you and your $1 million babies. Like, I'm not with that. I'm not with the $1 million baby shit. Like, fuck your kid and your $1 million kid. Like, you probably should plan that before you make that decision. Because then you're going to have niggas, well, shit, like, you giving out $1 million babies, you're going to have a bitch somewhere in some projects in St. Louis going to end up being richer than fucking Jeff Bezos, right? So, you know, that's what's going to happen. You talking about what? You talking about new families of power and shit, and there's gonna be some ghetto fabulous families, generations, and motherfuckers for to come up instantly, immediately. So, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, I think it's all terrible. I think it's all bad. But, you know, here we are. I feel like there's some other things I want to speak on, but I'm not gonna hold the line too much longer. I'm gonna open it up. I don't know if I have a little, pardon me, like I said, hey, just forgive me a little bit. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I told you I've been doing like the intermittent fasting thing, so like eating between 12 and 8. And I ain't really eat shit today. I took some fiber. I wonder if the fiber fucked me up. like, cause I take like a powdered supplement of fiber like in the mornings and shit. But like I really ain't ate shit today, so I wonder if that's like what's been fucking with me or what. I don't know. But you know, it is what it is. Right. I feel like there's something else I'm supposed to speak on. Something has happened that I haven't talked about. We talked about Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion. I don't really care. I don't care about the Meg Thee Stallion thing. She should have beat that nigga up. Like she's more man than him. She should have beat him up. I don't know, man. Give me a second. Let's open the lines. Let's take some call and let's get into it. I hope all y'all are doing well this evening. Fiber will destroy you. I don't need food. I don't know. Like I say, I don't know. Like I say, you know, cause I usually take it, you know, and, to stay regular with some Metamucil. Nah, that's not it. But you know, a little fiber in my diet. You know, I'm trying to get some of these extra pounds off. And like I said, it's been working. It's been cool. I just ain't had much of an appetite. Like it's weird because like I can't eat till 12, so I'll be like from when I wake up, you know, 5, 6 in the morning, depending on what time I get up, to like fucking 11:30, 11:45. You know what I'm saying? It says it's a rule, but that's what I'm thinking. That might be what be going on. And it's like 11:45. Oh, can't wait to eat. Can't wait till it's 12 o'clock. I'm so fucking hungry. Then like 12:45, I'll go do some shit. And I mean, 11:45, I'll do some shit like just to fuck off these last 15 minutes before I eat something. And then completely fucking forget about it. And then it'll be like 2, 3 o'clock, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm supposed to fucking eat. I ain't eat. You know what I'm saying? And then like I'm not even really fucking hungry. I cook, I whipped up some wings. I pulled a culture today, right? I whipped up some wings. I ate 2 of them. It was a fucking 5-pound bag. I ate 2 fucking wings today, man. Like it's crazy. Like I don't have no fucking appetite. Yeah, I saw Kanye's tweets. Is he still tweeting now, or did he delete them? Did they delete them all? You know what I'm saying? So you see, I pull the culture. Great minds think alike. Yeah, he's out there. He's definitely out there. See, now that's the thing I need to do. I do need to get consistent on is regular fasting. Like I'll pull a fast out of my ass every fucking few months. I'll do a little something here. I'll try to knock out a week here. But yeah, that's probably more sensible, like a regular 3-day fast. 3 days ain't shit. Like 3 days is when it's just kicking in. You know what I'm saying? And by the third day, second, third day, you're not even really hungry. Like that's probably what I should have done today. Really, it's like since I hadn't ate. But fasting is definitely a plus. Like you definitely feel the benefits. I think to do it more regularly would be wise. But yeah, like I fucking. Like they were supposed to be dry rubbed, like because I saw this little recipe, but then I started getting creative and doing some shit, and they weren't dry rub anymore, but they was good as fuck. Like I wish I could eat more. It's too late now for that. Too late for all that shit. Give me a second. Let me log in here and let's take some calls. Now look, if y'all I ain't even gonna say it. I'm gonna leave it be. But again, I hope all y'all do. Hey, my guy. I'll make sure I save his number in there. See, that's what I say. I didn't open up the line in the sauce. Gosh darn it, my guy Chandler. It's good to see Chandler. All right, shout out to Chandler, man. Sorry. Yeah, man, I hadn't seen my guy in a while on the sauce. All right. You went in the shop. Oh yeah, you came out. You broke the fast back then. The first time I did it, the first time I ever did a fast was years ago. I did a 10-day fast, like a dumb, right? Never fasted before. And then when I read the stuff, they're like, you want to start off with like a 3-day, then maybe work yourself to a 7. I'm like, I'm a fucking gangster. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna drop my nuts on this fast. Fucking do that shit, right? And it was cool. I did that shit. There's some weird shit too, but I broke my fast that first one by fucking going to Shaq Cush's house right after he like fucking barbecued. And this nigga was making like all kind of amazing shit, and I'm in this bitch like, why did I even come over here? You know what I'm saying? Because like I still wasn't like, my fast didn't break till midnight. We was hanging out, we was just kicking it and shit. And so at midnight, I fucked myself and my fucking stomach was hurting. And fucking, so I think he put some oxtails on the pit. He put something else on the pit. Because he put something on the pit, like I never heard of anybody smoking or barbecue. I was like, I forgot what it was though. And I was like, wow, I didn't know you could do that. And that shit was good. So yeah, I fucked my shit up too. That shit had me fucked up. Yeah. So. Yeah. I mean, no, like Shaq Cush Shaq Cush is a person I know in real life. Yeah. Oh, he done. No, he's cold. But like, I'd been told he needs to get active. Yeah, he's significantly better. Barbecuing is definitely his thing compared to anything else. But yeah, I know Shaq Cush. I know in real life. Baker, man, I ain't seen him in a while. We used to come here. Baker would come through. I know Baker in real life. Mary, who was in there earlier, but I know her in real life. There's a couple other folks who've come through here that I know in real life. No. Saturday, I went to my mama's house. And I was going to try to get back, but I was like, by the time it clicked, I was like, it ain't going to have no barbecue. Ain't no point even fucking rushing back. So, yes, I thought about it that day. And I was like, damn, I talked to all that shit. And I've been waiting, because I already know what the intentions are, Roger. That's why I'm delaying this line, because I know what you're going to do. Because I talked all that shit and didn't pull up. And then Saturday, like I said, I slid out to my T. Jones house on the east early. And then, like I said, by the time I started making it back this way, I was like, man.
If Kanye loses, damn. It's going to be 800 dates and Heartbreak PT, too.
But now, there's a lot of people, shout out to Dan the Band, I appreciate it. There's a lot of people who feel like that's their favorite Kanye. That's probably the one album I never listened to. Like, you had to, see. Next time, I'm trying to just call you. That's all. I got your goddamn number. I'm just gonna call. Cause like I say, by the time I was like, this nigga ain't got no fuck it. And then, man, this nigga, see. So, never mind. All right, we'll discuss it. We'll have a conversation. Let me open up this line. All right, actually, the line is open. I just gotta put the fucking button. I'm tripping. All right, let's take some calls. Seems like I ain't talked to y'all in forever. We had a live Friday, didn't we? I might have to do something about these weekend and these over the weekend lack of streams. Something, I don't know. It's because it seems like it's just, it's like only 2 days. It seems like it's been fucking forever. I miss y'all guys. I kind of like y'all. Nah, I think y'all should. That's the one I never listened to, but like I know a lot of people like that one. I think that's the only one I did not listen to. And then everything else, that's the one Heartless was on? How could you be so heartless? Yeah, that's crazy. All right. Well, I guess I should have the thing on. I should actually be paying attention if I'm going to cut the line on. Especially when I have it silent all the fucking time. All right, there we go. But yeah, man, like, I got something I'm going to talk about briefly while we're waiting on calls. Like, family's really funny, man. Like, family's really, really funny. Like, my family's actually pretty good. I don't fuck with them. But they're like, I'm very fortunate. Because there's really nothing wrong with my family. Like everybody has their like nuances and you know like little things that bother you about their families and I mean you got like little annoying things, but for the most part, they're not too bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any real issues with them. Oh, I don't know if I said I don't know if 335. I don't think he's in here. But I don't know if I told you. I remember I told you I had two cousins, right? They were brothers. One was Whoop, and the other was the name that looked like Get Out. But I actually talked to Get Out the other day. On good terms. Hadn't talked to him in some years. Like I told you, when my uncle passed, man, it just really had me rethinking a lot of shit. So I've been trying to reach out to people just that I hadn't talked to in a while. Just touching base, things like that is important. Not everybody though. I know. Some people you gotta stay distant from. Like it's love, but from a real long distance, right? But my family's all right. I just don't really vibe with them. And that's one individual in my family. It's like two individuals in my family. They're like money hungry people, right? Like greedy, but sneaky greedy. Like everybody knows they're fucking greedy. Like everybody knows, yeah, college dropout and graduate. Like Kanye came in the game and changed it. Like kicked the door in with just something so different. Like and had motherfuckers wearing button downs with hats and like changed the game up. Niggas were not wearing button downs. Like Kanye changed style, like the whole appearance, like everything he did. He made it okay to be like half intelligent. Like 'cause I was in college, in and out of college around that time. And that album was college life, dog. Like it was legit. Like those man, look. And so that's why I'll be a fan of Kanye. Like the things he says, they're outrageous. But when you don't really look to celebrities for that kind of guidance, anyway, like you don't really give a fuck about celebrity opinions in the first place about like life, then it doesn't matter. Like I look at celebrities the same way, man. They made okay not to be a drug. Basically, like rap me like it's rap for everybody else. Like you know what I'm saying? It's okay. Like fucking what exercise plan and all like it was just different. And the beats, all the fucking beats were fire. And then fucking, because he did a couple of things with Twister around that time. It was a great album, man. Like it was just good stuff. So, I mean, again, like he's an artist, and I respect his artwork, but that's the problem. Like, so we get all the celebrity, like we give a fuck. Like, I don't give a shit what fucking Kanye thinks about anything as far as like life, but I enjoy his fucking music. Now, Kanye, the presidential candidate, we got to discuss it. I mean, the likelihood it's not going to happen, not after this Twitter tirade especially. But, like, as a presidential candidate, with that being an option, then you entertain, you got to think, what was it? Was that Get 'Em High? Was that the one, or was that Sleep and Common? But like I said, man, look, and I know a lot of you youngsters, if y'all ain't went and listened, like, I don't know, but y'all not gonna relate, like, cause y'all like a new, different breed of music. Like, in the new music, it's like, it's a couple of new artists I've been rocking with lately. Like, I told myself, I'm not gonna be grumpy old Honcho. I'm gonna listen to a couple of things that see what's what. A lot of this shit is garbage. Like, it is what it is. And not only garbage because it sounds like garbage, because everybody copies everybody's flow and everybody's style, like it's the same, but there's no content. There's no social commentary. Don't expect that because motherfuckers too ignorant to have anything to talk about. There's no life advice. There's no nothing. It's trash. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like I feel bad for y'all because what's gonna happen is like each generation things tend to like. I don't know, get more watered down or, like not as good or more automated, whatever. Like, I don't know what happens after this generation when it comes to music. You feel me? Because, like, how much worse, or how, like, what other directions do you have to go in? Like, you got Doja Cats out there, right? You know what I'm saying? You got, like, motherfuckers like that making music. Anybody has access to the music. how does it get worse? It doesn't. Like, I mean, this is it. Like, I don't see how you can make it any worse than what it is, man. So there's that. Oh man, it said it's more than Trump asking to send more troops. Oh, that 150 thing, I heard about that. Oh, the Entanglement song. I refuse to listen to it. I don't. Is there a man in the den that has listened to the Entanglement song? If you are a male that listened to the August Alsina Entanglement song, just drop a 1 in the chat. I want to know. I saw it. I couldn't listen to it. But I'm not going to lie. I did hear part of Rick Ross' version. Somebody had put like a little video in that. Like I didn't know what it was at first. Rick Ross is a messy broad. All right. What's the motherfucking deal we got calling into the den this evening?
Hello?
Hello.
Don't you hello me, goddammit.
Don't hello you? Wow. Wow. See, that's why they sending 150 troops, the military, to Chicago to go hang your phone up. That's what's going on. See, that's what's happening.
You can hang my phone up.
Oh, man. I'm telling you, they finna pull up on you. Oh, you better be strapped. You better be ready. Oh, Kanye just tweeting on folks on music.
Kanye just tweeted he better focus on music now.
Mm-hmm. You know what you did.
What did I do?
On Friday, your ass set me up.
How I set you up on Friday?
You talking about Miss Rashida. I enjoyed your call, and I wanna talk to you in the Discord and continue our conversation. So I'm like, you know what? Cool. After the den was over, I listened to my call like I always do. Then I say, you know what? Let me go back to the Discord. You know, see what's going on. So Honcho did say he was interested in continuing my conversation. He ain't never told me that before. So I was like, shit, man, I feel this special. Well, let me slide my ass on in and see what's up. I get to the Discord. Honcho had his goons attack me as soon as I come in there. And his goons are Broderick and Professor Tree. I come in, they time out, what's all that shit you was talking in the game? I'm like, hello? What do y'all mean? Y'all ain't say no while I was in the den. I get to this Discord, y'all gonna jump on me? And then Honcho wasn't saying shit. He just sitting there in his squeaky chair. That's all I heard. Like he was eating some goddamn popcorn and shit, enjoying the show. That's all good, though, boss. That's all good. I ain't lying, y'all. I'm for real. That's the shit that went down. And then somebody, while I was talking, somebody playing some music, talking about "shut up, bitch," and all this stuff, and you don't run nothing.
What?
Right, they just did me real dirty.
What? Now, the majority of this story was accurate. Like, I'd say like 85% accurate. But it just it went off the rails with the music. No. See, the setup and the disrespectful music are falsities, fallacies in your story. Now, Broderick, you made it seem like I set Broderick up like an attack dog or some kind of pit bull. You made it seem like I set Trill up like some type of attack dog. We all know Professor Trill. Okay?
I ain't really talking about him, but I expect that for him.
Okay.
But Broderick, he in there today.
Yeah, Broderick, he was. I don't know if he's still in here.
Oh, yeah, Broderick, you both. You ain't have to do me like this.
Wow, what did he do? Broderick, and I'm going to stand up for Broderick. I don't think Broderick did anything outrageous. I think Broderick simply inquired of what it was you were discussing because he wanted further information to be able to decide if he agreed or disagreed with your opinion and your stance on that particular take.
Had he listened to the stream like he should have, he wouldn't have to ask me no questions because I clear what I said.
But he was working hard. I mean, you know, but he had
and
to.
I explained why I said that. But he obviously didn't listen to the whole stream like he said he did.
But Roger was working. He was getting prepared for, you know, he had the barbecue to handle the next day. So he was, you know what I'm saying?
You said he be running out of barbecue. So how much goddamn barbecue can he?
I don't know. Look, this time he had barbecue. I'm thinking he was out when I was coming. He actually had it. So when I should have actually hit him up, he still had barbecue. So I don't know. I don't know if I feel like an asshole or not. Because, like I said, I was sliding back in. It was about a little after. I'm like, he ain't got none. Then he told me he had something to say.
I don't know.
Yeah, but he had barbecue. He put it either way. I don't think the amount of barbecue determines the difference in the argument, because you know whether it was one slab or 1,000 slabs. Oh, you know, you don't want to fall off the bone. That's you know, hey, look, the Broderick style does not fall off the bone barbecue. He says that's not quality barbecue. But my thing is, the man was working. He was getting prepared, getting set up, which is.
He wasn't doing the guys in no time, but running his mouth in the Discord. That's what he's doing, and they're attacking innocent people.
So you're saying that innocent bystanders got attacked in the Discord conversation?
I mean, I came in there on a peaceful mission and got attacked. As soon as I got in. That's okay. I know now. Next time I come in there, I'm going to be ready.
You going to be ready? You coming in tonight? You know we're going to be in there tonight.
I'll probably be in there. What y'all talking about tonight?
I don't know. We're going to find something. It's always something. It ain't never what the topic of the den is, but it's always something.
See, there you go, inviting me again, setting me up.
It's not a... This is not a setup.
Y'all in here, come to the Discord. I need you to come to the Discord.
You need who? Miss Meat?
I need some backup.
Miss Meat can't save you.
This shit ain't gonna go down like it went down last time.
This time I'm actually participating in the jumping this time.
Oh, you ain't gonna just sit in your seat and laugh.
I was just observing. See,
yeah, that's what you like to do. You do the setup and then you sit back and laugh and eat your popcorn, drink your tea, and sit in that squeaky chair and laugh. I got you.
Tea and popcorn are not
JVSOP,
currently in the dietary requirements, so I cannot consume tea and popcorn as much as I would love to.
You ain't on no goddamn diet from out, man.
Honcho be setting people up tears of joy.
We eat a 4-piece every time.
Yeah, but look. But look, but what I'm saying, but you know, you'd have been in it.
If you only ate 2 wings, Scotty must have hopped up there on the counter and ate the other 2.
And that's quite possible, because Scotty, I cut Scotty this weekend.
Exactly.
I need to take a picture. I need to show y'all the before and afters of Scotty. Yes, no, Scotty better not. Last time Scotty stole some food of mine. Whew. Yeah, I cut him. Okay. I'm gonna show y'all the before and after pictures in the Discord. I gotta actually take an after picture, but the before he looked like a fucking renegade sheep. Now he actually look kind of like a dog. So appreciate the love, Houston, Texas talk, and wonkity wonk. But he from your city, so he from your city. So why is everybody from your city crazy?
What I want to talk about before that was that goddamn August F thing. How you gonna make a song called Entertainment?
How you not gonna make a song called Entanglements? Like right now, August Alsina ain't been relevant in years. Everybody talking about you because of this word that she used. Like first it was August came out and said all that shit. Bam, a lot of hype. Then it kind of died down. Now if she would have never had the Red Table Talk, it would have just been like, oh, that was some crazy shit. It'd have blew over. When she came out and said entanglement, she added her name to the roster of 2020. She has now become a part of the problem. And so shit, if I'm an artist and I ain't been relevant in a while, I'm trying to make a name for myself, and I know hey, what does they say? All publicity, ain't no such thing as bad press or bad publicity. Shit, entanglements, you think I ain't? You just said it, you had in time? Fuck yeah, I'm gonna do it. The person who was a mark for it though, again, Rick Ross.
I ain't gonna lie now. That was some good marketing strategy.
Yeah.
That's a hot word right now.
Yeah. And Lockbird,
they had Rick Ross jump on the track and shit. I'm like, oh man. Hey, you messy, but you a little smart too at the same time.
Yeah, and you know, yeah, put your name in the conversation. People gonna listen again. I don't know if Rick Ross has dropped anything in a while that's been relevant. So hey, why not, right? You know, he might have an album drop too.
Right.
Rick Ross trying to be a part of your entanglement. Look that Hollywood weird shit. Who knows? But yeah, because Rick Ross whole little verse, I've been read the lyrics to it. He had some little subtleties talking about favorite rapper was Tupac. I've never been a Rick Ross fan. Like
I always been a Rick Ross.
I've never been a fan. Like he has songs here and there that I like. I really ain't fuck with him initially because you know how him and Jeezy had the beef. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a Jeezy fan. Like so, I was rocking with Jeezy more so than Rick Ross or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I like big men. So, you know, when he first came out, I was like, hey, Rick, how you doing? So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I ain't really like when he lost weight. I don't lose too much goddamn weight.
No,
Look good how you move.
Pairs. Like again, Rick Ross is kind of in that category. Like I won't put him 100% in that game category because Rick Ross can really rap. Like he can rap. He paints very vivid fantasies, and I respect him for that. Right. That's it. He can rap. I'll give him that. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just never really been a big fan.
He was dating. It was one of them chicks he was dating. She said she couldn't cook or something. He used to always have to order takeout.
I don't know. If that's the case, then
I forgot which one that was. Yeah. But if you're a big man, you can't get no woman that can't cook. Like,
yeah, that
don't even make sense. I don't care how she do it.
That's what I'm saying, man. You said he's very little. Yeah, that's exactly strong. What was that? Lyric Galore? That's who Cool Amber? That's her. That's her. But wait. Now that's the same chick who was on the plane with talking about the abortions.
Huh?
Was that the chick that was on the plane talking about the abortion? Posted a picture on Instagram, basically talking about she had like 5 abortions, talking about like 5 niggas couldn't cut her, or something crazy. She made like a crazy reference.
I heard she was on that powder too. So I'm glad you did get away from her, Rick, on that powder.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, so I'm glad he did get away from her because she would have brought his career down.
Yes.
You can't go messing with these broads. You know what I'm saying? That's out there. Both can't cook and on drugs. No, she got to go.
100 Black Dolphins. Word. I'm gonna tell you why. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about, I'm gonna tell you what made me like disdain Rick Ross and his rapping. What is that song? Was it Hustling that he said it? I think it was either Hustling or Push It to the Limit, whichever one of those songs. Whatever the first 2 songs he came out, both of them kind of jam. But when he said, we on some 22s, I'm pushing 22, she only 22, we in room 220. It's like, I was like, if this ain't the wackest fucking bars I've ever fucking heard, like you stretching it shit. You know what I'm saying? Dog, Rick Ross, man, I'm telling you what. He was the man. That motherfucker was the fucking man. Officer Ross, shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, it's all good. But I commend him because it's like he just acts like that never happened and he goes on with his career. So if it works for you, it is what it is. But again, like I say, the majority of these motherfuckers who are out here are frauds.
Okay, let me go and get the Kanye.
No, I don't even want to talk to you about no Kanye. Okay. What's on your mind about Kanye, Miss Rashida? Oh, I got a question. Okay. Do you drink E&J?
What you say now?
Do you drink E&J?
Do I drink E&J?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I drink E&J. What's wrong with you?
VSOP or regular?
Huh?
VSOP or regular?
I don't know shit. The shit just say E&J.
All right, that's a bet.
But I don't drink that shit straight though. I always taste my shit with a little like a little Coke or something.
No, okay. The purple or the red?
I drink the one that's kind of like light brown a little bit.
Okay.
Now Crown Royal, that's my drink. So I'm old school. I'm
No.
80.
Okay. You fucking with Crown?
I was gonna say I'm an 80s babe. I guess I'm a 90. No, 70s. Yeah, 70s babe.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going the wrong way.
Hey man, you only as old as you feel. I say you only as old as you feel.
Yeah, I guess.
That ain't sound too confident. So you say you fuck with the Crown? What you like? You fuck with the apple Crown, the black? What kind of Crown? You
No,
fuck with?
just regular.
Just a regular.
Regular Crown in a purple bag that you can keep sometimes for hold the change and shit.
Yeah, shit, I got all the colors. I got the black bag, I got the green bag, I got the purple bag. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I know it's another one. I got them.
Do y'all have RC there?
Huh? Do we have what?
RC Crown Pop there? RC Crown Pop? I don't know if y'all had it there.
You say pop, you say.
Or y'all call it soda.
Yes. Quick poll. Pop or soda? Just drop your vote in the chat. If you say pop, put pop. If you say soda, put soda. If you say something different, drop that in chat. I want to know what people say. Okay, yes, RC Royal Cola or whatever it's called. Yeah. So you drink Crown Royal with Royal Cola. So okay.
Trace the Crown with the Crown.
Okay, that sounds legit. I mean, it sounds like it makes sense. So
I ain't been past the apple. I'm gonna try. I've been seeing it, but yeah, I'm gonna have to try that one of these days. You know what? It's like I don't like to experiment with my money. I like to go with shit I know I like.
I'm gonna tell you something. Fire a little drink. If you fuck with the Crown, get you some Crown apple, get you a lime, and some cranberry, and just just trust me, man. When I say you look, don't overdo it, man. You better keep track of how much Crown you, because man, that shit'll sneak up on you. You ain't gonna taste none of that Crown. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? And that shit
flip up on you.
That shit will. That shit will. No, you gonna.
People they be like, you ain't got shit in there, but for top, you ain't hard.
Shit, you don't need too much.
Don't worry about my son. People be worried about other people's son. Don't worry about my son.
You drink Cisco?
Yeah, people. You know what? People they do too much. Always worrying about somebody else's shit.
Now, as long as you concerned with what's in your cup, right? That's all that matters.
Exactly. Oh, now back to Kanye.
Okay.
I've been talking. I know I already talked 2 minutes. Ain't said shit about Kanye. Yeah, what I wanted to say was Kanye is a musical genius, and I think it's a thin line between being a genius and being crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I think he kind of followed behind that. It was a lot of musical geniuses that on the back end was crazy too. You know, at the same time, I think he kind of suffers from that a little bit.
Do you think like the Burdens of Fame are doing it?
When you said about Harriet Tubman was all the way to me off, because those slaves, I'm sure they much rather been free working for white people than slaves working for where they was and getting beaten and not paid and mistreated and everything. So even though they were relocated to still be working for slave wages, I guess that's what you want to say, slave wages. At least they gave them an opportunity to build and do better and opportunity to eventually, get their own business or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's all it, And he wanted to talk with his billions of dollars. What is he doing for black people? You know what I'm saying? At least she did something and she didn't even have no money. He's sitting on billions and ain't tried to rescue none of the black people that's in the chains of poverty. Shit. So when he do something for black people to help uplift some other people that's in poverty, then he can put his mouth in something. This is the second or third time he'd have mentioned Harriet Tubman while at the same time doing nothing but collect the money, force money.
So you don't feel like Kanye has contributed enough to the black community to have these thoughts or to be expressing
What
these
has he
verbally?
contributed? The only thing he contributed is music that people buy and make him more money. What has he contributed financially to the black community? I'm in Chicago. Kanye don't come here and do shit for black people.
But he went to go meet with the president to try to get manufacturing jobs
He
brought
could
back to
have
Chicago.
he could have donated money to the school he went to set up musical scholarships. He could have provided opportunity, even if he didn't want to provide money, he could provide better opportunities for people so they can have a better life and escape the chains of poverty. Because just like the people in chains in slavery, black people in the ghetto is chained to poverty. So, and he got the key where he can help and he ain't using it. So until he able to put his money where his mouth at, then he can shut the fuck up. And I'm saying that as a Kanye fan, a Chicago native, and a person that, actually, I like Kanye, but sometimes he go off the deep end with his shit.
Okay. All right.
And I think that he says things to provoke discussion or to provoke people to trigger. I think he says things to trigger people and to keep himself relevant in the headline. He said, "Oh yeah, I said something about slavery last time. I was in the news for 3 months. So now I'm gonna say something else about Harriet Tubman, and maybe I'll be in the headlines for 4 months, 6 months."
Oh man. So you think right now?
But at the same time, I do think he needs some professional guidance, professional help. Did you hear about Tamar Braxton? They said she allegedly tried to commit suicide. So, yeah. So just because people are celebrities doesn't mean they don't have issues. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of funny that she said something. She tweeted something to her family about she rather that be dead than oh my god, I can't really remember the tweet. She'd rather be dead than enslaved or something. I don't know, something like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm not super familiar with the Braxton, so I heard the name and I kind of heard, but like I wouldn't
yeah, I
get
know.
pointed out. But that's wild. But yeah, that's what I say, man. See, people.
I was just speaking in general because we were talking on the subject. I kind of knew you really didn't know much about who she was.
But my thing about like these celebrities, and again, that's why I say even earlier, I was like, we got to stop all the celebrity worship and shit because they go through the same shit we're going through. They just have more money and more visual,
They just have money.
exposure.
That's it.
Yeah.
Remember Robin Williams when he killed himself?
Yeah.
People was like, man, he got all that money and he seemed like he's so happy and everything. That has nothing to do with depression. Depression is like a clinical disorder or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anybody can develop that. You know what I mean? It's not about how much money he have and all that kind of stuff. He couldn't help himself, I guess.
Man, I think
we don't really have an understanding of mental illness. We think money can solve mental illness. Money does not solve mental illness at all.
No, not at all. But do you find it odd that like such a high number of people who are involved in these industries, mainly entertainment, seem to have these problems? Does it seem abnormal? How do you think Americans as a whole just have a lot of mental illness that's undiagnosed?
I think that we see it as problematic because we knew that if we had that kind of money, we would be happy. See, the thing is, we looking at it from that perspective of, oh, they got everything I would want in life. Why would they want to kill themselves? But see, when you in it, your view is different. See, we looking at it from the outside. They actually living a life and I don't know. I think that because we're not mentally ill, we just can't really grasp the understanding of it because they seem like they got everything. But a lot of that stuff we see as them having everything is financial and things like that. But we don't know that deep down what's going on with them, how they feel about themselves, and they might have self-esteem issues, or they might, we don't really know. We don't know them internally. I feel like that. 'Cause when I hear a celebrity that committed suicide, I'm like, damn, they had all that and everything you could ever want in life. I just be saying, I'm glad I'm holding this shit, because I ain't trying to go that route. But not glad I'm poor, but I mean, like, I'm glad, that, I don't know. Mhm. Yeah, that's true, too. Right. Yeah. Some people
I'm on
feel
mute.
like
I was going in. So
they
I
they
said
they
I just said the best stuff I've ever
some
said
people
ever in the
think
den, and just y'all missed
some
it. I was
people
muted.
think they belong to speak because it's depressing, because they can't really go out and do stuff like regular people, and you know so that might factor into it. But you kind of know when you seeking fame what it's about. I mean, you didn't just think you was gonna get famous and live the same life. So
Yeah, but I
I
mean,
think sometimes people strive for something, thinking they want this and want that, and then when they get it, it's not what they
no,
expected.
no, it never, ever, ever is. And again, we paint these pictures, especially if
Hmm.
someone that we're inexperienced with. We paint these pictures in our mind. We want this thing. We
Yeah.
need this thing. You get it, and it, like you said, it's never what it is. Like it's the same thing. Like think about, well, you might not be a gamer, but like with kids and video
Hmm.
games,
Right.
the newest game is come. Oh, I need this game. If I don't have it, I'm gonna die and I'm gonna be miserable. And and then you fuck around. You play the game. It is what it is. It's kind of like whatever. You feel me? It is.
Exactly.
It is. 12. Appreciate the love. And I apologize
It's
for
like when
muting
a
y'all.
person exactly. It's like when a person is really fat and they lose a lot of weight, and they thinking that's gonna change their life, but then they
Damn
lose all the
long.
weight, and then they still realize that on the inside it's still the same. You know what I mean? They still have those same self-esteem issues. Like if they thought they was ugly when they was fat,
Correct.
now they just skinny and ugly. So I mean, it really is really about just trying to make the best of your life, really. And I think a lot of people don't do that. They don't appreciate what they have. You always looking at something what somebody else got on their table instead of trying to build your own table up.
Correct. Correct. And that's crazy. That's a weird way
That
of
is.
operation.
It's very weird. So yeah. I don't know. I just pray for all the mentally ill people. That's all I can do. I pray for myself too, because I think I'm a little bipolar, but I think I manage. You know,
What
I ain't
what
even saying that for no joke. I'm serious.
like but like why do you feel like you're bipolar? Why do you think that?
Because I know that I be getting on 10 over this stuff. So you know, I've been through the change, so that could be it too. But,
Yeah, that's probably what it is. That is, change like you got to change your oil. Change your tire. It just that's what it is.
but then when I come down off of 10, I be like, damn, what you get so mad for? It wasn't even that big. You know, so
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like
so
that.
it's always about reflection at the end of the day. I reflect on it and see that damn, that it wasn't that. Why you do all that? But the people around me, they pretty much used to it, so they don't pay too much attention to me when I go off. So they just like, oh, crazy.
They just accept it. They just used to it at this point.
Right? They be like, one time my nephew was like, oh, she does, and it is what it is. All right. That's why it takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of patience to deal with mentally ill people, actually. So I kind of feel for Kim K. You know what I'm saying? Because she took one for the team. Thank you, Kim K. Because I'm definitely glad a black woman didn't have it for the
Interesting. I'm not even gonna get into
that
it.
one you can have. That one y'all can have.
Okay. So you said so keep the Kanye. Terrible. You don't even want to get Kanye out the sunken place. You trying to leave him in there? That's messed up.
Kanye, let me tell you got Kanye. He gonna get out the sunken place, and then he gonna be right back in there when he feel like he ain't getting no attention.
Is Kim Kardashian's vagina the sunken place?
Huh?
I said, is Kim Kardashian's vagina the sunken place?
You said a vagina is the sunken place?
Is Kim Kardashian's vagina, is that the sunken place?
Yeah, a lot of men that went there and look where they at now.
Sunk. They all sunk. Oh.
The Kardashians, they pretty much a curse. They curse.
Word. Why do you feel like
That's why Meg Thee Stallion got shot. Because had she not been at Kylie Jenner's house, then she would be okay. Oh yeah, that's another young black woman I'm afraid for, because I feel like she don't have the right people around her.
That's her fault though.
She needs to reevaluate everything that she's doing. She only like 25, and you already going through domestic violence issues and all this shit.
She done fried herself. Appreciate the love, Miss Shonda. Man, like she didn't like I say she fried herself. Like one, hopping, switching lanes. You had a label that was looking out for you, showing you love when you was a nobody, when you was nothing, when there wasn't no Jay-Z's knocking at your door, ain't give a fuck about you. Yeah, they give a fuck about you after you done made a hit. Like, but motherfuckers don't be seeing that shit. The motherfuckers who helped you create that hit, you jump ship on them. Well, you deal with that.
She shitted on the people that was there for her in the beginning, and now she kind of getting her karma, but I ain't wish nothing bad on her.
I'm not wishing nothing bad on her.
But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? You can't battle yourself with all the and everybody.
But you never heard no story like this when she was with them.
Tory Lanez already was involved in a incident where he had some ladies jump on this other lady named Selena Powell. So he ain't been shit from the beginning. Then he always on Instagram talking about how women want him for his money and shit. What else they want so little short midget looking ass for? You can't do shit.
Why does he have to be judged by his height? Huh? That's not nice.
Because short men already know what they place in this world.
Wow.
And I think what?
Wow. That is wow. Wow. Those are very strong statements. Short men know their place in this world. Now
look, this is I was watching this report, and they had 4 men up there, and they gave all the men, they had to get this man, the little short man, he was only like 5 things. They had to give him a whole $1 million for some woman to select him. Come on now. They were selecting criminals. And they were selecting men that didn't even have no job before they were selecting him.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you've seen this thing. It was a thing that this guy did. He took a picture of a good-looking dude and made a dating account, and he would put like crazy shit in the profile, like criminal shit, borderline pedo shit, like crazy shit in the profile, and fucking said his shit would go crazy, like compared to his regular profile, get no love. Like he would chat with the women, say crazy shit to him, like all kind of different things and they would still want to fuck with him. But he's like, his regular shit, he wouldn't get no act like, and that's what he's saying. You know, they're basically saying that y'all don't got no sense. And I agree with him. Y'all ain't got no sense. Y'all don't know what y'all want. Y'all don't know what's good for y'all. You did prove my point. See
y'all
that?
Know this? All y'all know is a big butt and a smile. Shit, y'all can't talk. Shit, we both have fucked up ideas.
What more do you really need? You know, you don't want. I said, what more do you really need? You don't want a big butt and a frown. Yeah, it ruins it. You want the smiles, the sunshine. You know what I'm saying? So,
I'm just saying, men choosing, the way men choose is no better than the way women choose. So,
I disagree. I'm gonna disagree, and I'm gonna tell you why I disagree. Because men are going to be honest about what it is that they want. It may not be the best thing, but men will honestly say, I want a bitch with a big ass and a fucking smile if that's what they want. Women will say, I just want a nice guy that treats me right and respects me. He'll take me out on dates and just treat me like the queen that I am. And you'll have a guy who's willing to do all of those things. But because he's 5'5", he's discounted. He don't get no chance whatsoever.
He do get a chance. He do still get a chance. Short men marry women every day, so don't give it.
But you just said they got a place, and it ain't. It doesn't seem to be like a pleasant place. You trying to put the short men in the sunken place?
Just because they're not desirable don't mean when ain't nothing else available they don't get chosen.
Wow.
So.
Damn, now they're undesirables is what you're saying.
Yeah. That's just my opinion. Aren't I entitled to my opinion?
You are absolutely entitled. This is the den where opinions win. So I'm glad that you have an opinion. And I always, look forward to embracing and hearing your opinions. Whether I disagree or agree, I do look forward to them. Yes, absolutely.
All the short men in the den mad now. I don't give a fuck.
They all on the way to hang up your phone right now. They have formed as a unit.
Put some flips in y'all damn shoes.
They go in, they rent a Uber XL, and they go in as a group, and they pulling up. They finna pull up on you right now.
Bring y'all this short ass along, you little midgets. Bring y'all ass on.
Well now. That's terrible. I think you're very biased, and I'm offended. What if a man made such a blanket statement like that? You know what I'm saying?
The only thing, if a short man got a long tongue, then he good to go.
This is bias. So what if a man said, since you said all men want big butts and a smile, and you talking about short men and women want tall men, so we're gonna flip the script. So what if men said women with no ass have a place and it's not desirable?
But I think that would be true.
So it would be okay? You'd have no problem with a man saying something like that?
That don't apply to me, so I don't care.
Well, look. We know where Aunt Jemima syrup go. Okay? So don't be trying to hit us with no oopty wops, Miss Rashida. I get it.
You trying to say something for short men? You ain't short.
But look out for everybody. I was short at one point in time. I had to grow. You know what I'm saying?
How long you been tall? You been tall most of your life, so stop your bullshit.
I don't know. I mean, it depends on what is. We got to go back and age-wise, like tall for your.
You don't feel shit for no short men, because you glad that you get more women than they do.
Wow. Well, no, I mean, look.
Listen. If you go out to the club, your little short ass friend 5'5", you ain't worried about him taking damn woman from you.
I don't know. He might have better dance moves than me. You know what I'm saying? He may dress real fly. He may be out there peacocking. He may wear the clothes that attracts the ladies. You know what I'm saying? He may got the juice. My best friend, who passed away a while back, was shorter than me. Probably, you ask him, he'll say 5'7", 5'8". I'd say he was probably 5'6", maybe 5'7", maybe 5. I'm gonna say 5'6", short nigga. But he was my best friend. When I say this little nigga, when this little nigga bag more bitches than anybody I know. I don't know how he did it, but more than anybody else,
He was just no hanging from that when he got.
Nah, this nigga. Very surprising thing. So, like I say, this is one partner. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
like I said, the gift of gab can get you far.
If you say so.
I'm saying, so why would I mean, again, though, but what points do I get? Like you just said, what points am I getting caping for somebody short? I just say, I just don't think that's always factual. There's a lot of short niggas out there getting it in. I think y'all women just be saying stuff and don't really be meaning the shit y'all be saying.
Listen, you not a woman, right?
Correct. I'm not a woman. I'm not short.
Okay,
I don't know any of these things.
You're not going to see things from my perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a man, so I'm not going to see things from your perspective. So we going in circles, right?
You got me going in circles. Circle.
You know what? I think I've been on this phone a long time. Cause last time, I think I was on the phone 40 minutes, and I ain't slowed it that long. And then you can only take one more call, and I think people was upset with me.
I do that so I can blame you.
At some point, it's up to you to end the conversation as well. But see, you be sitting up there talking too, but then everybody blame me, and that's not right either. Y'all always trying to blame me for the long call, but Honcho be added to the long call because he be talking a lot in the conversation too. So y'all need to blame him too sometimes.
I did nothing. I mean, that is my job as a host, is to keep the conversation going.
No, am I the first caller?
Yeah, you are the first caller. I mean, the line was sitting stagnant for a while, so nobody called in. So no, I mean, nobody.
Well, wasn't nobody calling.
Yeah, so
you know what? Y'all should start calling in if y'all got a problem with the people that call. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, like I say, nobody called in, so that's why I ain't stressed. It wasn't.
If you don't want Rashida on the phone,
Honcho setting people up tears of joy.
Appreciate the love. Use the text. I have not set anybody up. Rashida, you gonna be in the Discord tonight?
See, y'all hear him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all heard him, right?
Oh, okay.
Who trying to jump on me? Why you?
No, I ain't. I'm just asking you. Finna be in the Discord.
No,
okay.
asking for somebody else.
No, I'm not asking. No, somebody said that I be setting people up. No. Roger said he don't want no beef with you.
I don't want no beef with him either. But you know what, brother? Me and you, we gonna have a bet though. If Biden wins, then you gonna donate. No, let me see. Yeah, Biden win, you gonna donate to the dead. And if Trump win, I'm gonna donate to the dead.
I'll take them bets.
We gonna meet back up here after the election.
No, we're gonna be here. We're gonna be here during election. Election night, we're gonna be in the den. It's going down. It's gonna be a special election night den extravaganza, bonanza, showdown. I'm making shit sound real good. Sábado gigante. All right. Well, here's the deal. All right.
Mm-hmm. And don't be trying to hide either, brother, because you sure had a lot to say. Because I think you a Republican.
I ain't no thinking about that. I think that's a well-known. That's a well-known fact. So.
That's why you was mad. Oh, okay. Now I get it. I so did. I said fuck Mnuchin and McConnell and Kudlow and everybody, all the Republicans. You damn right. And you know what? Since you like them so much, you can help them clear their shit out because they're going to get up out of there in November or whenever the elections is for the others. Yeah, they're going to get their ass up out of there.
I think it's going to be very interesting to see.
If you want to get in office, you got to go vote for them because I'm damn sure going to try to vote all their asses out.
You vote for Kanye?
No, I wouldn't vote for Kanye. Kanye ain't got no sense.
Man, this is Chicago. This supposed to be. I thought Chicago folks stuck together, man.
No, he ain't got a chance in hell of winning. I ain't trying to split the black vote shit. I'm riding with Biden to the end, to the wheels fall off.
So would you let Joe Biden sniff your hair if it meant he would win the election?
Would I let him what?
Would you let him sniff you if it meant that he would win the election?
Of course, he can do whatever he want to do. Shit, Biden ain't ugly.
He got hair on his legs. You like hairy legs?
Huh?
You like hairy legs?
Hmm?
Do you like hairy legs?
Not really, no. He got hairy legs.
Yeah. He said he got hairy legs. He said he liked to let the kids touch his hairy legs.
Oh, no, he shouldn't be saying that about no kids.
No, he said it. And he said black people, he was talking about black kids, and he said, I know all about roaches.
He said we know about roaches.
He said, I know all about roaches. He was talking about black kids, and he started talking about, I know all about roaches. And I like to let the little black kids touch my leg hair.
So you can stop slandering Biden right now, because I would email him and ask him, did he say that shit? Yeah, you better
come into the Discord after then. I'll send you the links. Or I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you on Facebook.
You know what? I'm a call Nancy Pelosi. Tell on your ass.
You can't call Nancy right now. Nancy's going for hello. Who is this? Who's you calling me for?
She ain't gonna answer, but
She gonna be messy. Is Rashida? My nigga, Rashida, what you doing? I got your messages, girl. That's what she gonna sound like. She gonna be in there sounding drunk.
Yeah, I hope you don't block me. Like you be doing.
I've never done such a thing. But seriously, he did say those things. I might have been a little bit liberal with some of his wordings, but he's liberal, so.
You know what? That's the third or fourth time you done asked me to come to the Discord. I ain't coming because you trying to set me up again.
No, absolutely not. I mean, you don't have to come to Discord. I'll send you the links to your to one of your various social media platforms, and just if you feel uncomfortable in the Discord, I wouldn't want you there if you thought I was setting you up.
Okay. I don't let other people make me feel uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. But I don't appreciate them trying to jump on me like that.
But see, we resolved the problem though. We figured out what the problem was. Trill, yes, no. Look, Trill is Trill. So there's no explanation for that. Trill is Trill. And you said something about fuck Republicans and brought us to Republicans. So that's why he was inquiring. So see, we resolved the problem. I don't even think it was I think Broderick was simply inquiring to obtain further information on your stance as to why.
He's trying to tell me what information I need to know when I'm speaking on something. I ain't need to know a goddamn thing. I need to know what I was talking about, and I told you the issues that I was speaking on. Like I need to know every word in an 1,800-page bill. He sound like a goddamn fool. I can entertain his conversation. That shit was null and void. DOA, dead on the
I don't know, man. It sound like a debate then to me. I think y'all need to have a political debate on Friday.
For what?
For a debate then. I think you should defend the Democrats, and he can come and defend the Republicans. And I think that y'all
He ain't gonna show up with his scary ass. I always defend my Democrats though.
Okay. All right. That's interesting. Who do you think should be vice president if Biden wins?
What do you say now?
So who do you think should be vice president if Joe Biden wins?
I like Susan Rice. That's one of the candidates he's looking at. He's looking at Kamala Harris, maybe, Susan Rice, and somebody else.
Oh, why Susan Rice?
What's her name? The white lady. Elizabeth Warren, I think that's her.
Do you think that he has to choose a woman of color? Or do you think it'll be a white woman?
He doesn't have to choose a black woman or a black person. Mm-hmm. He needs to choose whoever he feels gonna fit him the best. Mm. So, I would like for him to choose a black woman, but,
Solely for the sake of just being black, or is there a black woman with the merits that you prefer?
Huh?
Is there, I mean, do you want to choose a black woman solely for the sake of it being a black woman in the office, or is there a black woman that you feel is suited?
I like, like I said, I like Susan Rice.
Okay. And what about
Yeah,
Susan Rice
so,
that you like?
I heard her on Roland Martin, and she was speaking very intelligently, and like she knew what was going on, and you know she just had her shit together. So I would back that.
Okay. Brother says,
Of course, I want to see a black woman in a high position in this country. You know what I'm saying? A black person.
no, I think
Wrong with that?
no, there's nothing wrong with it, but I think it has to be the right person because things can definitely backfire.
Like I said, I don't want just any black person just to say it's a black person. I want somebody in there that know what they doing and gonna have his back on everything. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I don't want no bigger head up there. I want somebody that got the experience and the knowledge and can get the job done.
Okay. All right. Nothing wrong with that. Mr. Broderick says, Rashida, I'll be in the Discord tonight. He says, I'll be in the Discord tonight and I'll be able to talk without distraction. So,
what was the distraction before?
the man was preparing his business. He was working on his livelihood.
Oh, he was preparing his barbecue that he be running out of.
Yeah, because it's so delicious. He run out. Now, see, the problem would be is if he never ran out of it. That's when we'd have to talk about it. Because then that means there's a problem with the barbecue, right? If you making all this barbecue and you ain't selling out consistently, then it would be a bad thing. But if the man's selling out of the barbecue, that's what we want. That's what we want for Brother Broderick, is that he sells out every time expeditiously. You know, we wish the blessings of better business for Broderick. Okay, that's what we hoping for.
I don't.
What?
I don't.
Oh, that's terrible. So
No, I'm just saying.
I'm about to say, see, look, you talking about you vote for Joe Biden, you know, you undermining black business. I don't know. I mean, it might go hand in hand. I don't know what's going on right now.
Don't you think Joe Biden eat that black business?
No, look at him. What black business is Joe Biden?
He would eat your barbecue brothers. Stop your bullshit.
I ain't even gonna say nothing. Wow.
How you gonna be a host and then you ain't neutral? You be on one person's side. That shit ain't right.
But here,
supposed to be neutral.
I used to be. I told y'all that I think I'm getting away from like I'm.
Every time I say something, you on Broderick's side.
I'm not necessarily neutral, but I'm open and listening. I think that sounds terrible.
No, you play favorites.
I don't play favorites. Who do I play favorites to? Tell me who I play favorites to.
You just did it.
How? How am I playing? How am I playing favorites to Broderick?
Oh my goodness! You talking about where he had to prepare his barbecue and call.
Was that not a fact? But that was a fact. That's not my opinion. He was preparing his barbecue as he was in the thing speaking. He was preparing his barbecue. You could hear him, preparing in the background. That's a fact.
All right, Broderick. I'll be in there later. I'll see you there. But you better not come. You better not come with that bullshit. You better come right.
That's terrible.
Don't come in there talking. Don't come in there talking crazy. I ain't for this shit. I'm put your ass on mute. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna play the music. I'm gonna make a soundtrack to y'all conversation. I'm gonna play the music in the background.
No, I don't need your music because that bot gonna be all too. That music was not that good. So I'm just all good shit.
And Mr. Keisha, I agree. And that's my thing. Like being black for the sake of somebody black. Like I don't know if what merit that necessarily has. Because I mean, you had the whole commander in chief, and like I don't think black issues got any better with him being there. So I mean, I don't think that changes anything. I think whoever has the best policies in place is who you go for. Whoever's policies are most suitable to what you believe in and what you represent. I think that's who you go for.
But let me tell you something. I ain't following up behind no reality star, so I don't want him back at prison.
But my thing is, so you would be more okay with a pervert than a reality star?
Has that been proven?
Yeah, but people don't want to. But like
now those are allegations.
no. Okay, but here's my thing, right? Let's talk about something. So we talking about allegations, and there were allegations against who was that guy? Kavanaugh with the Blasey Ford, right? She said some things, didn't really have a lot of proof, but she said some stuff and swore that it was true, and she did that long enough that she got attention, right? And they had a whole investigation around it, right? Whole hearing, all of that stuff. Biden had a woman who claimed that she used to be a part of his campaign, said that she's been trying to tell this story for years. Even the Black Lives Matter people didn't want to talk about it because they were afraid that it would hurt their funding. Several other organizations said they didn't want to talk about it because they were politically connected. They didn't want
Ask her about
that
Trump
to be
sending military to
the Democrats take the
Chicago.
money. So it has to say something why they would automatically assume that, because this probably happens before. But so big news organizations and everybody, nobody wanted to run this story. But what happened to believe all women? But as soon as it was about somebody on their side, now we don't want to believe all women anymore. She's sketchy. We don't know. It's like the fact that if it's proven that she worked for him, then it's credible that you should investigate. You talking about the mama called in when he was on Larry King and all these things, like, so there's this timeline of events that connects it. Why wouldn't they want to investigate that about Biden? But if it was somebody Trump related, they want to go all in. Why do you think that is?
Because Trump is a known pervert.
So you've had
grabbing people's pussies and stuff.
No, but he didn't tell you to just go out and do it. He said they'll let you, which is true. They'll let you. Right. I'm like, my thing is, look, I'm just telling you just minimal shit. I've never been a celebrity or anything like that. But when you have a position of power or viewed as power, somebody's eyes.
Could have had the investigation on Biden go further if they wanted to.
Yeah, I'm sure if they really wanted to, but that's not their platform. But here's my thing. But you change the conversation. But no. But here's the thing though. But here's the double standard. Here's the double standard. Did the Republicans bring that investigation up against Trump? I mean, not Trump, against Kavanaugh. Did they bring that up? No. The Democrats did. But that was their choice. Okay, but so you bring up allegations because you're talking about believe all women. But what I'm saying is that they came out talking about the reason we're doing this is because it's believe all women. Women's voices matter. But now, when it's a candidate who you support, who you need, who's your best choice, you think it being able to beat Trump. Now we don't want to believe all women. You're the group that said believe all women. Now you don't want to do it anymore. That makes you the one in the wrong, not the people who never brought allegations in the first place.
Always told because we lead Trump ass by at least 10 points. So it's all good.
What did the poll say last election?
Catch up. So it is what it is. A pervert in the lead. So hey.
We'll see what happens.
Did you have any other questions, Honcho? Because I know I've been on here near an hour.
Yeah. I mean, we reaching the 1 hour mark.
Oh, are you serious? Oh my goodness! I know people talk about it.
But I'm going back to check this.
That's another thing you do. So you be wanting people to talk bad about it.
What? Why would I want that?
Because you treat me like Jerry treat Newman. When I call in, you like, hey, Rashida. You gonna have Jerry be like, hey, Newman. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you some bonus pistachios.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I don't think we've ever had. I don't know if we've ever had a Seinfeld reference on a call, but a Newman reference, even more so. That was a special thing. Yeah. Now, I don't. Yeah, I fucks with Seinfeld. Seinfeld couldn't even come on now. Like, you couldn't put nothing. You couldn't even put Seinfeld on TV these days.
No. People are too goddamn sensitive. They need to get their panties out their head.
Let me see what you say there. Oh yeah. What are your thoughts on So I appreciate the love, King Judge. What are your thoughts on the military getting sent to Chicago?
The military doing what?
Getting sent to Chicago.
What?
I only saw it briefly before the stream, but apparently they're supposed to be sending a few soldiers to the streets, I guess, to get things in order in Chicago. Are y'all still riding out there? Y'all still wilding out?
I don't know what they sending them for. If they don't get their ass whooped, so they might well stay where they at. Nobody's scared of them.
So they don't get beat up. They need to send them to the south side. That's where they need to send them.
No, they don't. That's the worst side to send them to. They don't call it the Wild Wild West or nothing.
The south side is the wild, wild west. What kind of shit? What kind of compass?
Yeah, you know.
Directional shit.
No,
I'm fucking
you
with
know what? You know I fucked up.
I'm just talking
Players
shit.
fucking up.
This is true. Players do fuck up. This is true. Yeah, that would be hilarious. So I mean, you know, it's crazy, but I think that would be a very
Let
bad.
me tell you something. Them people on the south side ain't worried about no goddamn military. I can tell you that right now. And the people on the west side ain't worried about no damn military either. This shit been going on in Chicago for 20, 30 years. You think sitting there, the military gonna change something?
Man, they finna come in that bitch like
ain't doing
a organized unit. They start raising them shits.
Listen, they ain't doing nothing but just giving them military people some extra money on their check. Cause they ain't gonna do shit.
I don't know. If something happened, they like, you better be cautious on both sides. I think that
and when I
it
talk
could be,
to you, I'll be telling you, Honcho, I told you they wasn't gonna do shit.
I don't know. Like I said, it's very careful. This could be.
I don't know what they send to Chicago for. They need to send them to Texas. Cause y'all ass need to stay in the house.
Let's send it to Texas. No, look, there's a difference in Texas compared to some of all this stuff. You seeing the numbers of positive cases shoot up, but what about the numbers of deaths?
Exactly.
The deaths ain't shooting up like that. The deaths are still low, significantly low. It's just the cases are shooting up because you're doing more tests, so you're gonna get more positive cases.
They said they were sending in freezer trucks in Texas for the body. So I don't know where you get your information from.
Man, I mean, there's records of all this stuff. Shit, they didn't have to take. Like I said, I told you, like the other day, they took 35 quote unquote cases off because half these positive cases ain't even real. Like, so that's the thing. Like, so you see motherfuckers in Florida and all over the place putting up fake numbers, 98%, shit, 9%. Like, that's
and you know what? A lot of people are mad with Trump about this shit too.
But like I say,
so that's another reason why he is not leading in the polls, because people don't like the way he handled this whole pandemic shit.
But like I say,
I'm not saying that it's his fault, but at the same time, when you the head of the country, you get the blame. And then all these people unemployed and shit. I mean, it is what it is. Even though it might not be all his fault, but when you captain of the ship, hey.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, you don't get the blame. But I think he was damned if you do or damned if you don't, no matter what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was going to get the blame.
Whoever would have been president at the time would have got this heat. So, I don't know what to tell. He needs to just go ahead and pack up the White House. That's what he needs to do. He needs to spend some of that time instead of doing all these rallies and shit. Stop wasting his money on re-election. That's what he needs to do.
This is terrible. I don't know what you're talking about, Rashid, but I don't like it. I don't know about this. I need a banana. I got to be like that nigga off Belly. I don't like this shit right there. Somebody got to drop a dime on him. Yeah, I gotta get that hater banana. Well, here's the deal, Miss Rashidi. We have had a very long and fruitful conversation. Now, I just looked on the missed calls. I see there's one missed call, so I am going to get that call before we wrap up the stream this evening. But I thank you for being such a lively, entertaining, and informed caller.
Oh, no doubt. When I call, it was always going to be a pleasure and entertaining event. And for those of you that do not like Rashida, next time you call in, just put me on mute, goddamn it, because I really don't give a fuck.
Mm.
I'm gonna talk to Honcho as long as Honcho call back to me, and Honcho ready to hang up now. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hang up and let Honcho continue his show.
All right. Well, Miss Rashida, I appreciate
We
you.
have that understanding. See, when he's ready to get off the phone, I get off the phone.
Well, that's crazy.
Before he hangs up on me, because if I don't get off the phone, he hang up on me.
I ain't never hung up on you. Stop the nonsense. The only person I ever hung up on was like Kenneth Cologne, and I want to say like probably a troll or somebody.
Why would you admit that? Oh my goodness.
What?
That's crazy.
What?
Why would you admit to hanging up on people? That's
I only hung up because I only hung up on one. Kenneth know what it is. Little Kenneth know what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's understood. He got bad musical taste, so it is what it is.
You know what? You know what I want to know before I go?
What's that?
Is what? Okay, like when you have a co-host on there, can they hang up the phone on people?
No. Only I have control of the line. But like they, because it's the way it's set.
Now that's unfortunate.
Now why is that unfortunate? You feel like a co-host should be able to hang up the phone on people?
Yeah.
Okay. That's something I'll look into if that's a possibility somehow, some way.
That'll be excellent. I'll see y'all in the Discord tonight, though.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see you there shortly, Miss Rashida. I appreciate your call. You have a good evening.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
All right. I wonder if that is a possibility. I think if I think it might be a possibility. I'd have to tweak some things. I don't want to twerk it all. Tweak some things around, but I wonder if that's possible. We'll fuck with that tomorrow. If I'm thinking what I'm thinking, it might be a possibility. It might be a possibility. So like that's my thing. Like I think I can do something. Like what I'm thinking about with that is maybe making it where it's possible for the moderators to have some access to it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And maybe we can set it up like that to where it can get. I don't know. I'd have to think. I'd have to test some shit. But that might. I don't know if I want to give moderators that kind of power. I don't think I need that kind of power. But you know what I'm saying? Oh, there's no wrenches in here tonight. Did the market come here tonight for giving his wrench back? That's funny. There are no wrenches in here tonight. I ain't been no wrenches in here all night. Interesting. Yeah. I mean, I might need to consider assigning a new wrench. Yeah, Trill definitely. Dre, what's the motherfucking deal? Yeah, Trill definitely would hang up on everybody. Well, since like I said, we wind down. We got a couple of minutes left. And we'll slide into the Discord here. I ain't gonna lie, I did have like a moment where I felt like my shit was rolling a little bit. I was like, we made it through. Then we made it through strong together through the whole stream, and so you know I feel empowered. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because the moderators can get. You know, he just depended on what things you do allow and don't allow. There's a bunch of crazy shit on the bot, but I'm gonna look into it. I think I should be able to come up with a little something and rip it up. Oh well, Culture wasn't here. That's what it was. Culture does have a thing. I forgot. So yeah. All right. Good night, Miss Shonda. You have a wonderful evening. You get you some good rest. I hope you sleep well. The moderator, not. Like, in the den, I think moderating is like, I think on my channel, moderation is like the easiest thing. You don't do shit. I think moderators get bored, so they just start timing people out because they want to. Because my whole thing is like, I just be like, man, I don't really care. As long as you're not spamming, that's the only thing. That's like my only thing. As far as everything else, I mean, I ain't really tripping. Now, if it's just like unprovoked, non-stop attacking on somebody, and to where it's like just pointless, then maybe. But it had to be something where it's like just disrupting the conversation for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's pretty much like that's it. Like I don't really ask too much. I don't really want too much. Like I just see something maybe crazy, but I mean, because the den is about free speech and conversation. Everything pretty much goes unless the motherfucker just putting some real questionable behavior type shit down there. I don't care for things that are overly suspect either. No James Harden slander to be tolerated. Even though I don't know about the little dreads or whatever he's growing, I get it, James. Like if you can go to the Bubba, you can go to the fucking barber. God damn it. Dreadlock James, they gonna be looking like Jesus here in a little bit. Shit, fucking. But it's whatever. That's if he likes it, I love it. That's funny. I saw a thing that said if a black person says if you like it, I love it, that in fact means that they hate it. Shit. The step back was just a new wrinkle. You see, he changed again. The James Harden step back was like AI's crossover. You know what I'm saying? Won't say he was the first to do it, but he implemented in such a way into his game that, like, what can you do about it? Like, you have to respect it. Except for James is, a shot and is, now it's just way I get over how that crossover used to be so fucking nasty. But now it's like such a basic thing. You don't even think about that shit anymore. It is not a travel. It has been proven it is not a travel. That's why you got all these other cats trying to do it. They can't quite do it right. Because James Harden doesn't get the love like that. Like people with James don't get no special fucking privileges. Like the fucking NBA hates James Harden. Because it makes him fucking, especially the refs, it makes him fucking work. All right. But we'll slide into the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, I'm telling y'all, man, you got to be a part of it. It's an integral part of the Den each and every night after the Den show stream. And y'all look at my radio face for a couple hours. We slide into the Discord. If you don't know what the Discord is an app you can use it via PC, via phone. It's a chat app. You don't have to have any other social media. I know other people are like, like I don't want to do that. But it doesn't have any extra social media, so you can just sign up in there regularly or whatever. And chat with all the Den folk who are in there. There's a voice chat option, there's a text chat if you want to join the voice chat and join the group conversation. It's a wonderful thing. Get to hear from other Den folk and, express your feelings directly without having the need to text or whatever. And again, I think it's a very welcoming community. So if you want to join that, I'll put the link up to the Discord after that. And if you take away the free throws, he still is that guy. I think he's still in that conversation for leading the league. Well, again, I'm going to be honest, like, anything basketball related information for me stops at January 21st? What was it, February 20th? I'm fucking on vacation. I don't even remember no more. So all of my information is stagnant from then because the season was suspended. Like, I wasn't even out for that fucking trade. But anyway, Discord. Heidi ho, to the Discord we go. We put the link in here for y'all, and then make sure y'all in the right channel. And then bow. Bing, Discord link. Y'all ain't got to go home. Hey, I fucks with y'all, Den folk. I appreciate y'all. All the links you need, description below. Ed Honcho, HTX, Instagram, Twitter, Then she'll live in face. Well, fuck it, y'all know what we're doing. Anything else you need in the description below. Y'all slide in the DN. David, I know you said you wanted the links. I'm gonna post the links in there to the various things I was saying that Biden had said and done, so that y'all can check those out. And with that being said, y'all be cool like y'all be cool. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys for showing up tonight. I thank y'all. Y'all can be anywhere in the world. The fact that y'all come and join this community and just enjoy the conversation. Hopefully y'all enjoy the conversation as much as I enjoy y'all being here. I thank y'all. Y'all got to go home. Invite you to Discord. But y'all got to get the fuck up out of here. I'm gone.